Fish on. Fish on. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Well, good morning, guys. We had to do a little bit of farm work early this morning. So got off to a late start. It's just past 11. I decided to change spots because of the water that is so dirty. I was hoping this spot is going to be a little bit cleaner. But no, we don't have any luck with clean water this weekend, it seems like. Water is really, really dirty. And for that reason, I don't think I'm going to be trying bass fishing at all. So mostly catfish. Going to try some catfishing. They go on scent, not really sight. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We got some fresh hippo shit here and hippo slabs going in and out of the water. I can actually still smell them. So we have to watch out for that. But stay tuned. Well, you guys can see the water is extremely dirty. Not looking good at all. And then here's the hippo shit. It's still wet, really wet. You guys can see. They were here, I think maybe a few hours ago. Coming in and out of there. For bait, I was using the old chicken gizzards again. Because it worked so good last time, I was really hoping the stomach juices could help me out in these dirty waters. I only brought out 2 fishing rods for today because my hopes, to be honest, weren't very high because of this dirty water. I was really doubting if we were going to catch anything at all today. Alright, there I got the drag set loose, a little bit of tension on the line, and now it's just a waiting game. I can't get too comfortable here though. Like I said, there is hippos. There is buffalo as well on this property, and also crocodiles. The crocs I'm not that worried of. You only need to worry about those if you close to the water and stuff like that. The saying goes, it's not the croc you see you have to worry about, it's the croc you don't. And that's actually very true. Very, very true. Yeah, but the only thing you actually have to worry about here close to the water is the hippos. Hippos kill the most, well, by book or by data, they say hippos kill the most people each year. But I don't 100% agree with that. I think crocodiles kill the most people each year because if you think about it, how many countries up in Africa and like Zimbabwe, the Congo, even Mozambique as well, here in South Africa as well, I know a bunch of cases about crocs killing people in South Africa that never gets reported. And where I was, oh, wind is bad, man. Where I was getting to is, if you think about it, how many places high up in Africa, the countries, people that do their washing in the river and go to the rivers to get water, people just disappear. No trace of them. They just vanish. A lot of the times people think they ran away, something happened to them, they know something happened to them, but they're not sure what. I think a lot of those cases, if not the majority of those cases, is people getting taken by crocs. In those cases, never gets to the papers, never gets recorded. That's why I say I think crocs kill the most people each year. It just never gets to the books. Yeah. Another thing is buffalo over here, but a lot of people have this fear of buffalo. Don't get me wrong, buffalo are extremely dangerous animals. You should never get comfortable with them. Oh, that's actually with every animal. As soon as you get comfortable with it, you lose respect towards it. That's when you get killed or injured. Um, but mostly buffalo in the wild, if it's not wounded, um, mostly I would say like 80% of the time, it will try and stay out of your way. If you don't agitate it or you don't wound it or it's not wounded, um, they will try and stay out of your way. Unless there's a few cases where you get a cow and a calf, that's dangerous. The cow will protect the calf. And then also here and there, very rare cases you get buffalo once again with all the animals actually. Buffalo that lose their fear of humans. As soon as that happens, it's buffalo that's used to humans. They used to come in contact with humans. They lose their fear of humans, and then maybe they have a bad experience with people or something like that. Rare cases, like I said, made that left 20%. Those can kill you and attack you. Um, but once again, like I said, 80% of the time they will try and stay away. They will get out of your way. Only the rare cases where the animals they lose fear of humans. I've actually been charged twice by buffalo, hunting them. Let me tell you, not a nice feeling, eh? Not a nice feeling. Actually, both times I didn't have a rifle with me. I was doing camera work. And the first time, that was the worst case. The buffalo came running up a valley. What actually happened is the client wounded the buffalo. He blew out his right shoulder. And the buffalo ran off. It was a group of bulls, I think 8 or 9 bulls. They went down a valley. And at the end of the valley is sort of, you can't go any further. It's cliffs down there. This farm is way on top of the Waterberg Mountains. It's on top of the mountain. It makes like a plateau. So it went down that valley, and the trackers, we took the tracks and the blood trail down that valley, and eventually the valley got so narrow. I think it was like 10 to 15 meters across, and we started seeing the cliffs on the other side, but it was very thick brush. Um, so then we knew when we started seeing the cliff on the other side, we knew it couldn't go off there, and that was about 30 meters away from us. So we knew he had to be somewhere in between us and that cliffs, and we still didn't see it. And a lot of the time, buffalo does this. They I won't say bed down, but they go down. They go into thick brush, and then they wait for you. Then eventually, we called it off. We said, no, listen, actually, the tracker, a good friend of mine as well, excellent tracker, I think is probably the best in South Africa I know. He told us, listen, somebody is gonna get hurt. Let's turn around, replan, and then take it from there. So turned around. We went and got a hunting dog, a little Jack Russell, feisty little animals. And Peppy, shame, Peppy was her name. She passed away. It was also one of my friends, or actually colleagues, hunting dog. Peppy was an amazing dog. Um, we let her loose. Oh man! And the next moment, within 10 seconds, that fucking bush exploded. That buffalo came out up the valley. So now there's two pathways up that valley in that 15 meters. One going to the right and one going to the left. Me and the one guide was standing in the left pathway going up the valley. Me with the camera, the guide, and then the client. In the other valley, there was nobody there. Or other pathway, there was nobody there. That buffalo came, and as soon as he hit the corner of that brush, he saw us. He could have gone the other way where there was no people. He saw us. He turned towards us, and as he was coming up, luckily the guide made an excellent shot. Um, I'm not sure exactly where he hit it, but he hit it hard because I think he hit it on the left shoulder. As soon as he hit it, the buffalo turned again to the left, and luckily it went up the valley. But yeah, that was a close call. Fun though. I like the adrenaline. It's your heart pumping.
At this stage, there was a little bit of action going on my right rod. Something picked it up, dragged it for a few meters, and then dropped it again. So I was curious if it's still on. At first, I didn't want to touch and play around with it. That maybe I thought that might scare away the fish. So I left it for a few minutes and nothing happened. So I decided to go and investigate, check what's happening. As I was reeling it in, the line felt a little bit heavy, and at first I was thinking, what the hell could this be? And then the next moment I got snagged. I don't know, maybe it was a log, a rock. There's a lot of dead trees in the bottom of this river. So I had to break the line off and put on some new hooks and new bait. I decided to move my second rod a little bit to the left so that I don't get snagged on the same rock or log again. The left rod seemed a little bit way too far out left. It was close to some reeds, and I was afraid if a fish should have taken the bait, it would straight drag me into those reeds. So I pulled it out and just adjusted it a little bit, put it back in the water. At this stage, I've been waiting for hours, no action on any of the rods. Just the current dragging it a little bit, so I tightened it up again and then continued waiting. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, guys, because I waited a long ass time. So after waiting for like 4 or 5 hours, I got a little bit tired and I made the mistake we as fishermen always make. Don't blame me, guys, I was really tired and I fell asleep. I drifted off into the vague. Fish on. Fish on. Oh, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. As soon as I set the hook, it headed straight for the reeds, and I was worried I might lose it. It actually got tangled a little bit in the reeds. There we go. Almost lost the rod there. I was actually fucking sleeping in the car. Ah, come let's. No, don't go near the water.
Small one, but it's not bad. At least we're catching something. Well, first catch of the day. You can see he has a nice belly on him. Accidentally, he slipped out of my hands, so he's a little bit dirty. As I would say, well, I think he's around 1 kilogram, 2 pounds, maybe just under that. I think he's like a 1.5 pounder. Nice color to him. But you can see even with the dirty water, normally they're not this, he has like a greenish brownish tint to him. Normally they're more darker color. And this whiskers, that's why they call it catfish. I'm sure most of you know it. The whiskers, looks like a cat's whiskers. They use this to find prey. Well, they're scavengers mostly, but they'll attack other fish and stuff like that if they get the opportunity as well. So yeah.
Well guys, that's that for this video. There was no action on both of my rods for the rest of the day, and the wind started getting really bad here to the end of the day. Like I said, not ideal conditions, water very dirty, and for some reason the fish wasn't biting at all. So I decided to pack up my stuff and head back home. I got some really big plans for this channel in the near future. I'm gonna be bringing you wild, thrilling, adrenaline pumping content out of wild Africa. So if you guys are interested in that, subscribe to the channel, give me a follow on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and yeah, stay tuned. It's only gonna get better from here. So until next time guys, here in Africa is out.